Oh, yeah.
Y'all like
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G and Rickey Shackleford Show on the CoyoteMan Show Network.
Howard G, Rickey. Howard G, Rickey.
Oh boy. Yabba dabba do, Fred Flintstone. Waiting on Barney Rubble to get it right.
My mic's on. My mic sound right.
The mic
Test
is
one.
right. Well,
My mic's hot. My mic's hot.
Yeah, you on.
Oh, there we go. There we go. What's up? There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, baby.
Yep. Time to get on board on Wednesday night, y'all.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Baltimore Kings of Comedy.
Baltimore.
I'm comedian Howard G.
I'm comedian Rickey, the real deal Shackleford.
And we got a hot show for y'all
Hot
today.
show,
I mean,
y'all.
it's hot. It's coming June. June is just warming up.
Boy, let me tell you.
It's hot in July.
We drove him all the way from Mondawmin.
Yes. He caught an Uber from White Lock.
Oh, boy.
Man, we got a special guest. We're going to get right to the milk and butter real quick, y'all. One of the top vocalists out there traveling around the world doing, I would always say, the damn thing.
Doing a damn thing.
Hey, man, we love him. We're friends. Y'all give it up for my main man.
Oh, we gotta say some more credits though, Rick. You got HBO The Wire.
HBO time. Get the
Yeah.
Walbrook in the house.
Him and Idris Elba was like boys. I think
Really?
until he got killed. Oh, I think they killed him. Did you kill him?
Nah, I went to jail.
Went to jail. One of them. I knew it was one of them. They snitched on him or something. But
I ain't snitched. I got out.
What's it like? Iggs or Elba? They call it?
I broke Idris.
A 2 Chain. A 2 Chain.
Idris Elba. But once again, funny guy. He's a singer. He's a writer. He's a dancer. I forgot what dance. His brother danced like Usher, boy. Before Usher was doing all his stuff, this brother was doing it.
Long time.
He used to dance with a chocolate boogie. That was his stage name. That
Can
was
we go out? We ain't got about 30 minutes.
yeah, before the strippers came out, he was a chocolate boogie. He was chocolate gumdrop.
And Howard would come out there with that trench coat and them grape jellies on, with his baby toe hanging out the side.
He said with his baby toe.
I tell you, I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you.
You done locked my throat up.
Oh, chocolate boogies in the
Man,
house.
no, give it up for Richard Burton.
Richard
man.
Burton in the house,
For
y'all.
kill
Give it
that
up for
Richard
Richard
Burton.
Burton.
Veteran in
We
the house.
spared no expense to get him here.
That's right.
That's
Not
right.
at all.
The only problem is he got to walk back. We got him where we got him, but you got to walk back.
You gotta walk
Yeah,
out of here.
Rich,
That's
Rich,
all right.
Rich, let's get Rich up in here, man. How you
What's
doing,
going on,
brother?
man? I'm just happy to be here,
Come
man.
on,
It's
man.
been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
We've been trying to work this out for a while, and I
Yes,
know
sir.
you only have 30 minutes.
Yeah,
right.
right.
So we're going to have a good time,
Yeah,
man.
man. So, Rich, how long you been singing? You told me as a kid. At what age?
Basically, I started off, man, 7 years old, man,
Wow.
as an actor. It was this TV show. Y'all remember Romper Room?
Yeah, Romper.
I wanted to get on Romper Room, but that was out of state, so I couldn't get on that.
Right.
So I went through the yellow pages, and I would call, like when all the other kids playing football and baseball, I wasn't that kid.
Right.
I was in the house flipping the yellow pages trying to get on TV.
My
Look at
man.
that camera right there, Rick.
Trying to get on TV,
That's
you know what I
right.
mean?
You on it now?
Y'all got them big lights shining in my They got these old Chicken George lights shining on me, boy. When they used to heat the food up.
Remember, Chocolate Boogie, you a dark-skinned brother. We gotta light you up, brother.
I know, man.
And you wearing
Can
a
y'all
white
see me?
T-shirt. So
I
you
know.
look like the invisible man up here. Come on.
Nah, you got that shade from that Beijing over there coming.
You in that Beijing.
They got so much Beijing on, bro. Mustache, nose, hair, everything. They Beijing it up, don't
You
they, boy?
know you gotta do it all, baby. Do it all.
No,
Rich,
I'm
you need to
I'm
do
just playing.
stand-up. That is
So
fun.
anyway,
You got me
7 years
crying.
old, man. I accidentally called Channel 11. One of them stations got on the show called Hocus Pocus.
Right.
I remember Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, man, and that's how I started. And then my man Howard, we were up Walbrook together.
That's right. That's
I
cool,
mean,
yeah.
he was handling the MCing and the comedy, and we had a
Yeah.
group called Chocolate Boogie,
Chocolate Boogie.
which leads us to the next thing. So
Yeah,
I
keep
was
talking,
getting
man.
suspended from Walbrook one day. Because we used to beatbox in the courtyard. Mr.
Yup.
Pope ain't like that.
Mr. Pope ain't like it.
Hey, American, get to the office. So I had to go to the office, and on this particular day, they were having an assembly.
Right.
Now, I knew somebody big was coming, but I didn't know who.
Right.
So I'm sitting in the office, and I'm looking, and I said, is that Roger from What's Happening?
Yep.
Wow.
Roger from What's Happening, these 3 other Muslim brothers, and Muhammad Ali.
Wow.
Muhammad Ali came.
Now, you got to understand something. Royalbrook has the most incredible acoustics in that hallway. When I first come in.
Right. Right.
Wow.
So I just broke out into something. I don't even remember what I did.
You don't know what you done, Rich.
I probably did Rick James, that love them and leave them. Right there.
Right.
And he said, brother, come with us. So I went with them. I sat at the show. Next thing you know, I'm in a blue limousine with Muhammad Ali, Roger from What's Happening, on our way to Sugar Ray Leonard's house. Because every time Ali came to Baltimore or Maryland, Sugar Ray Leonard would cook him dinner. His
right.
mother
I
would
remember
cook dinner for him.
Yeah.
Right.
And Ali always he loved New Edition.
Yeah.
So he wanted to have a group like New Edition. So he got me and my other brothers from Chocolate Boogie,
Wow.
called us AP4, and started his own record label called Millionaire Records. So, and I remember he called Eddie Kendricks, and he said, Eddie, I got this new group, and I want you to take them out on the road with you. So that's how we opened for the Temptations.
My man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, and the OJs, and so that's how that part of it came.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
What a great story, though, man. I'm just saying, because it's funny to remember what's happening, because you remember how What's Happening, we had rerun here.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We brought rerun here.
And Rich talking about this is like What's Happening was at its prime. I think What's Happening Now was out.
Yeah,
there.
What's Happening Now was out.
Right.
I think that's when Martin got
When
on.
Martin got on, right.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I don't know what made me do that, man. I was already in trouble. I didn't care. I just said, let me sing, and it helped me.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing that helped me in my acting career.
Well, here's my question. What artist inspired you? You mentioned Rick James, but he was my favorite. Because you got a whole lot in you.
TP.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, my mother used to always play Teddy Pendergrass.
That's right. TP, baby.
Between Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White, and Curtis Mayfield.
Come on,
in
man.
between that.
Just-
Oh man, you know, I told him I was hoarse. And they trying
a
to.
little bit of
Hey,
Teddy.
wait, hold on. Hey, you Carol Abrams. I'm not gonna let you get the best of me.
I'm not going to let.
You may think that not good enough for you. I can tell the way that they act and the attitude.
Yeah.
No, I can't. You know that. But no, it was like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we had that. I always loved that smooth sound of the Isleys and that
wow.
Curtis Mayfield.
What was your favorite on the Isaac? Because Isaac Brothers was the joint. Man.
You know, it's too many to name, but
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
their songs inspired me so much that I started formulating my new style between the Curtis Mayfield.
So you were
and
developing from watching
from watching and
Get a
hearing.
little of that falsetto. Hit that little bit.
Bedroom about. No, let me see which one I want to sing.
Take your time,
All right.
Rick. It's your show.
Bedroom about 2 degrees. Yeah, no loving and we. Not the type of dude that like to creep, but you gonna make me hit the streets. A little love in the morning time. Have me blushing at my 9 to 5.
Oh, man.
Girl, I'm trying to tell you what I need so we can both be happy. Hey, yeah, man, I'm telling you what I mean. And that's horse. Yeah, I'm just messing with
But
you.
not Rick. Wait a minute. You gonna make me go get a blue pill. You gonna be born in the 3rd degree.
Oh,
boy.
Man,
that's
no,
tight,
you know.
bro. That's
But
tight.
you know, being on tour and watching Eddie Kendricks and David Ruffin.
Yes.
And the last show I did with them was in Las Vegas, and David Ruffin had called Eddie and said, man, I want to come perform with y'all. I never forget, they went to get him and got him a tuxedo, and man, he got on stage at sound check, and he hit it like he was about 20-something years old.
Wow.
And how old he had been? What, 60-something? Then?
Yeah, he had to be about 60-something then.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just learned from that. And then Ali asked Robert Bell, Cool in the Gang, to take us out.
Right.
You know, so we did about maybe a few with them, but that was the first time seeing art, being in stadiums.
Most definitely.
Like and people that didn't look like me.
But you know, one of the things you said too. See, I worked at the airport. I never forget seeing Robert Bell, Cool in the Gang. They used to come through there all the time. You know, the Isley Brothers, because they a lot of their concerts was Baltimore, Washington. They was getting a lot of stuff this way. Eddie Kendricks, we sit down in the lounge.
That was my guy.
He was nice. Look, the brother, it was the biggest motivation for me. He sat down in the lounge with me. I wasn't even in show business then.
Right.
They said, "Come on, young man, have a drink with me." You know what I'm saying? And because the Temptations, I'll never forget them walking up the hallway. I'm hollering at Melvin with that bass voice. "Hey, Melvin, I want to get in show business." He said, "Well, keep on trying." And
Melvin's daughter went to his actual daughter went to Walbrook. Yeah,
really?
yeah. I didn't know that till she was backstage at one of the shows, and I was like, "Wow!" She was like, "That's my dad," you know. So,
hey, man,
you know.
Go ahead, sir.
But I was gonna say, even before that, before I could even meet Ali and Cool and Temptations,
sure,
I gotta give credit to my mother and my grandmother. The things they instilled in me early, like to smile, don't have a frown on your face.
Right.
I didn't have my pants sagging. I knew how to say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. Those things were attractive to Ali and those Muslim brothers.
Sure.
Right.
Because I wasn't like thugged out and like, you know, sometimes, man, our facial expressions can kill a lot of opportunities for us.
They talk before you walk.
You understand? So, and a brother by the name of Keith Sy, man, he was just a DJ at this place called Star Palace.
Yeah.
I remember Star Palace back in the day.
And he the one that like invested in us in the beginning.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And just things like listening, you know? Like I would go places like with the Homicide, Life on the Streets. The way I got that job, I started off like everybody else. I went to audition and I only got accepted as an extra. The first 10 minutes on set, I knew right then I ain't never want to do that again.
That's right.
Because not because I thought I was too good, but I said, man, I want to do something else. How can I be in those vans like those main actors? They eating lobster bisque and steak and baked potatoes. We got hot dogs and stuff. And I said I wanted to do that. So, but another thing I learned, you don't always have to go through the front door. I got in through the back door as a stunt guy. I was a stunt actor.
Wow.
You know, being in martial arts so long, man, it's like, it was ready-made for me. So I got into a guy named George Aguilar. You know, I think it was comedian Stacey Carver. He was auditioning for Homicide too for that part.
Right.
So he asked the guy, he said, the stunt coordinator said, I want you to hold the gun like this, back up 2 times and fire. Because this was the season finale, killing the main character.
Right.
The guy held it like that, like he on the street.
Right.
And something made me say, I can do it. So after lunch break,
he
gave me the opportunity. And that's how I got that leading role Homicide. And from there, that was it.
What was the name of your character again?
On The Wire, it was Shamrock. It ain't had no character. It was a stunt guy who just killed somebody.
Right.
But it was so long. I mean, they showed me the way it was like an action scene. They chasing me through the house. I'm shooting at them. Bullets ricocheting everywhere.
So on Homicide, you didn't have a character?
No character name. It was like just they had me coming on recurring doing stuff.
Right.
But I was new to it. Like I had no experience at all except being in school plays.
Right.
And that was little experience. That was just simply in the beginning, God created light, and then somebody brought, and then say it was darkness, and they had me go up there and when I was like, so that was a small part.
Right.
But nonetheless, I knew, man, when I was young, this is what I wanted to do.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you, Rich. As long as I've known you, you've always been a class guy. And when I say that, you was focused. That's what I got out of when I always saw you. As I said, this brother know what he wants to do. And I listened to all the music that you spit out a minute ago. It showed me that you did your homework. You know, that's important. People don't understand. You got to do your homework to make it in this business. You got to want it.
Yes.
You're not going to get it because somebody's going to knock on your door. It don't work that way. You got to go for it.
You know, it's funny, Rick, you say that because we all went to school together. Me, him, Reggie Range.
Wow.
In school, we was doing what we was doing then. And we kept at it the whole time. Reggie was DJing then. DJing in high school. Reggie was a DJ in middle school. He was DJing way back then.
When did you DJ in high school?
He was DJing parties.
Yes, he was.
He was. At 14,
Reggie was
15 years
the man.
old. And he had to be to school the next day. I remember I used to be DJing, and I was a DJ first.
Sure.
And then I remember Rich and all that stuff, and I was always the MC. Everybody had their places in school. You would think our school was like school of the arts, because everybody was talented. And then next thing you know, years later, here we are, how time goes. I mean, I was on Homicide too. I played a cop, and then I was on The Wire as a cop again. Keep being a cop. I'm like, come on, now.
That's a good thing, though.
But here's the thing, Howard. Also, when all the years I ran around and promote, I'm really not shocked, but all the people that knew you, it was shocking to me. I'm like, hold on now, I've been in 10 years. This brother just dropped the damn record. And now all of a sudden, he was just popular. Right. You remember when we had you at Gatsby's?
Right.
Like it came out of nowhere, like it was meant for you. Exactly. Like when you walk, you can see a cloud of smoke.
especially with that trench coat and those jellies.
All you do was
what's up? These lights burning my head up, man. God damn. He turned them up on he turned them up on purpose. God damn. Hey y'all, I'm doing a report. Rickey had them turn up the lights on purpose. He wanted to see if this was my real hair, he said.
In a minute it's gonna divide.
It's frizzing up fast.
Hey, look,
all right, I'm coming for you in a minute.
In a minute, he's gonna be looking like a nappy.
You ain't got no fan up in here.
In a minute, he gonna look like Django.
What that boy doing on that nag,
Look. Hey, man, please turn the AC on, brother. What y'all trying to do? Y'all got a budget? I had to go get my own water.
Now, Rich, let me ask you this, though. I want to ask you this.
He go get his own water.
If you think about it, Rich's music career, when he was the group and everything, it's kind of almost like New Edition story, ain't it, Rich?
Yeah, same thing. It's like similar.
Right.
And kind of the stuff about the same
y'all
people.
wasn't getting paid even, too, when y'all was talking that.
No. But when we went out with the Temptations, we were.
That's the only time y'all got paid.
Yeah, we were getting paid then.
Because I'm like, so Muhammad Ali, did he put any money into the group as far as putting y'all out there?
Hundreds of thousands.
He did?
100. We had tour buses, man.
Wow.
He didn't. You got to understand something. When you with Ali, you're representing Ali.
Right.
So he got millionaire records. We can't be running around looking broke.
So what was y'all first single? Did y'all have a single?
We put out one thing. It was Girl Don't Waste My Time. Was one, but that became like a R&B type of thing.
Sure.
And then we had like 2 tracks.
Man,
it wasn't even about a promotional thing. They didn't even put us out to sell records. They put us out to tour.
Oh, okay.
And then when we came back to Baltimore, that was the worst mistake we ever made.
Well, what it's saying is they were just going for the ride.
Right. He was teaching us.
He was doing a gamble. He was trying to.
He was mainly like teaching us.
Yeah,
what to do and how to be in this business.
Now, are you still in touch with the rest of the fellas?
2 of them. One passed away. One moved away, and one I do talk to now. Right. Sure do.
So it's 4 of you guys.
It was 4 of us. Action Pack 4.
Are you who was the lead singer?
We didn't really have a lead. I mean, I would lead, but I wasn't the lead singer. We had a couple people singing.
But Rich, you over there sweating. Can you?
Give me some air. I'm gonna take a break.
Can you do some? Can you do
hey, y'all gotta see these KFC lights they got shining on me. They done went and stole AFRAM lights.
Hey, Rich, you over there sweating like
hey, look, they done went and stole the AFRAM lights.
The AFRAM lights. We gotta go to a commercial break. Richard is experiencing a heat flash.
I
went and turned that AC on.
I wanted to sing "I'm So Tired of Being Wrong."
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing, education, and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the CoyoteMan Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G and Rickey Shackleford Show on the CoyoteMan Show Network.
Howard G, Rickey Shaq. Howard G, Rickey Shaq.
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy.
All right. We're back.
We're back.
Baltimore Kings of Comedy. I'm comedian Howard G.
I'm comedian Rickey, the real deal Shackleford. We're right back, y'all.
Yes, and you're watching us on the CoyoteMan Show Network.
Yeah, we also, man, go to Fire Stick. Where else you can go?
Roku.
And
download the app. If you don't have the app, go to CoyoteMan Show website. Get the app. You can watch this show and others
Check
every
this
day.
out, y'all. Even if you want your own show,
That's right. If you want your own host, you want to be your own host of your own show, make sure you contact CoyoteMan Show Network, and then make sure you mention either Rickey Shackleford or Howard G.
Mention me first.
Mention us first. Don't matter. Mention one of us.
You gotta get in where you're fitting.
And you're going to get your own show, baby. It's just like that.
Yeah, man. We got a special guest here tonight, man. We've been having so much fun up here. He got me sweating like I almost forgot I was a comedian. He's so funny. But he's an entertainer, man. He showed us that, brother. Y'all give it up for Richard Burton one more time.
HBO, The Wire, Homicide,
Murphy Holmes,
E Boogie from Walbrook. Y'all know him. That's right. That's what we used to call him.
I know.
He had his own hoodie, baby. He had his own hoodie with his name.
We all had our hoodie.
Every time I saw Rich, he looked younger and younger.
Yeah,
it's like he never got older, man. Bottom line,
man.
Bro,
you know what?
Hey, look, Rick, and that nigga's 66.
Yeah, right. No, you know what? Somebody asked me something about that, and they said, like, because how what do you do?
Right.
And I think, man, peace of mind in your life. No, really. Peace of mind. Peace of mind in your life, man.
Most definitely.
And no distractions. I mean, when you go to bed at night and you can rest well.
That's right.
I ain't running around with nobody's wife.
Right,
I ain't steal nothing from nobody.
That's right.
I can go to sleep at night.
Right.
So that
And
helps, man.
Don't forget with that Glock right by his bedside. He go to sleep at night with that Glock.
That's all right. That's all right.
That's all right. Did you grow up in the Garrison Boulevard area? What did you actually grow in?
I actually grew up in East Baltimore.
Oh, East Side.
Yeah. I went to Dr. Bernard Harris over East. My stepbrother lived in Latrobe Project, so I was there a lot with him. So between Caroline Street and Latrobe, Chickwell.
How did you get a Walbrook? Because that's not just
I'm going to tell you.
That's illegal. I'm going to report him.
He said it ain't your zone.
No, actually, my mom, she moved to Wakefield Apartments.
Right, Wakefield.
And then that's how I was zoned
to Walbrook.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I want to get more into your travel, Rich, because you've been around the world, bro.
Overseas.
Tell them some of the places you've been, bro. That's so important to me.
Man, you sure not long enough to name. I would tell you this. I thank the Basement Boys and Jasper Street.
Oh, yeah, he had a hit. Tell about that hit.
I joined this group called Jasper Street about 2.5 years ago. What they are, they're like a gospel house and dance act, and they were produced by the Basement Boys. World famous Basement Boys who did Crystal Waters, Michael Jackson, Tommy, Teddy, DJ Spin. Yeah. And my main man, Randy Roberts, they were doing a song called Stairway to Heaven, a remake.
Right, okay.
And out of all the people, this man knows people all over the world to sing. I mean, because he's in the gospel world. He said, I want to get somebody soulful, and he called me.
Yeah, but you had shared something on a phone conversation that you've been overseas,
Oh, like London? My goodness,
right.
Man. The group Croatia, Italy, London, Japan. Oh my goodness. When they first told me how big the group was, right? I was like, man, get out of here, man. We went to London, man. I'm telling you, they loved them over there. And that soul music. And we loved them. I mean, we went out on stage, man. It's like a Sea of People stadium.
Right.
Between those 2 days, they had like 100-something thousand people there. And they all singing the words to your song.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you really feel humble. Like you feel like, thank you, God. You know, if I never do nothing else in life, thank you for allowing me to see this.
It makes you don't want to drive past Drew Hill Park.
Because we all do it. Whether you want to admit it or not, we do it for the applause. I started on Operation Champ stage.
I remember that.
So that's why when I was blessed to get the assistant job working with O'Malley, I brought back the Operation Champ. I just called it the Believe Tour.
Right.
And we went around the city, man, for about, 6-7 years.
They owe me a check.
Yeah, right. We ain't paid nobody. Nobody got paid.
Somebody got paid.
Right. But it gave young people like me, when I was younger, a chance to get on stage. And when you're young and you hear that first, you'd be surprised with what wonders that do for you.
Right.
Yeah,
Just like if you hear boo, you may not never want to do it again.
That's right. It go both ways.
Yeah, it goes both ways. So that helped a lot. And then we put out like several singles, and they would just go number one, or top 10. And
especially over in UK, right? Because y'all was big on
that. Yeah, man. And then here's the good thing. People say, well, you've been doing this a long time. I said, well, I'd rather get blessed at this age now because I know what to do with it.
Right.
If you would have gave me a lot of money and success back then, I'd probably been dead.
Yeah, Bobby Brown.
I've been dead. I've been something would have happened to me.
Up.
So God knew, you know what I mean? So
He could have been an extra in the Bobby Brown movie.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get you right. I'm trying to stay in the interview. But trust me, before the camera shut down.
I know you rolling, bro.
Jump on like somebody slapped him in the How would do that? He'd do that too damn good.
Sometimes
I'm telling y'all should have saw Howard with them grape jellies on board in high school. I'm telling you.
Great.
Men ain't wearing jellies, but he's doing them in style. When Howard rocked them jellies, it was the We Rock crew, Chocolate Boogie, and Howard
we just had what's called our show DJ T.
And he had that baby toe kicked out of there.
Yeah, he was part of We Rock crew.
This is what they do. They try to shift it, right? So you don't get them.
I already know this stuff, right? They've been rocking together too long. You know what I mean? But anyway, man.
Well, you coming in
I guess we're going to get next. We'll get Sweet Cookie. We got to get Sweet Cookie
up here. Oh, yeah, you got to get Sweet Cookie up here. And Terry T.
Terry T was just here. He was here. Yeah, he had about 3 weeks ago.
And who you think about more flies, y'all or him?
Terry T.
I think he do.
No.
Him and Brian T.
Terry T and Brian. They T-shirt Brian.
Yeah, they the hardest working promoters
in town.
If you want something with them or y'all doing it, you all right.
That's right.
Yeah, we gonna hold our own too.
Well, Rich, you stopped in our show a couple times. You saw pack our shows well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a show coming up, matter of fact, at Cafe 12 this coming Saturday, y'all.
For Friday. Hit them up for Friday's show.
Friday,
Friday, who knows, down on Maryland Avenue.
Want me to hit them up or you want to take all this?
Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead.
You want to wear my drawers too? God, man,
Dang.
finish it. And I washed them, and there's like a little stain there, but you'll be okay.
Right.
That's after he washed them.
It just happened. Yeah, you right. My girl say, spray something on them. I did spray something on them. I know.
Now throw them away.
And y'all, they've been like this ever since, 30-some more years I've been knowing them. They've been like this ever since. I remember when Rickey was doing it down at the gas club.
But
doing it for a long time.
This is a match made in heaven. I'm going to tell you something, the blessing. That's why I was so excited about bringing you on. And then y'all went to school together, man. You got Reg, and it was like a family thing.
Lord rest his soul.
All day, man.
Yes.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When I met Reggie, I felt like he was family right there, didn't he?
Yep.
I mean, he was hustling. He was having his crates of albums and all that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he couldn't find a ride home. Hacks didn't run past 5. But
Reggie always get a ride. He always get a ride.
Do somebody, didn't he?
Somebody.
No, but we all miss him, man. And Rich, I'm telling you, man, you just know how happy that you came.
I'm happy to be here.
Because sometimes, we get so high, we forget to put back. Yeah. See, this is why we created this platform, so you can put back. And you definitely welcome, bro. Anytime you in town doing your thing. And I told you before, we got a plan and just hope timing can bring you back. Man, I'm telling you, when I saw him live, man, I'm like, wow, you doing this? Because,
But I'm going to tell you the truth, Rich, and I'm see about this. When Drew Hill was looking for another person, was you considering, or was you did they offer it to you when they was before Bruce Kohler came on?
I think I was on the set of The Wire doing my thing.
So it was like,
you know what I would do, man? It's like this. I was signed to MCA Records in 2001. And Jay Boberg, the president of the label, signed me, and they had 3 acts they were working. It was Kiki Wyatt, Avant, and myself.
Sure.
Right? And when I got kind of disgusted with the music business, I just switched to acting. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like I never like to be in a box.
Sure.
Right.
If I don't want to deal with both of them, I just run my company.
Right.
Well, you make a good point too, because I tell all talent, use all your talent.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm swinging from comedy to acting myself now.
Right.
Now, I remember back in the day, I was doing Rick James. I don't know. I had the whole gear. Mary Jane girls
tight red pants and everything.
They were Levi's.
Levi jeans.
They were Levi's. But the point is using all your talent. And actually, I love podcasts and radio now. I enjoy that more because, we all got that gift. See, we didn't see all that talent. But I didn't know it was that funny, though, bro. You just killing me.
But the thing is, with talent, we got to look at this, right? It's going to come a time when we're going to get so oversaturated with everything. I mean, everybody's doing everything. Sure. You could be anything.
Right.
I mean, if they put out a kit on how to pull a tooth and they sell it for a reasonable price, people won't need a lot of dentists. I mean, it's going to get to the point, man, where people are going to have to find alternative things to do because what are you going to do?
Well, it's kind of strange you said that because look at what the pandemic did. If that pandemic didn't tell us to kind of do some soul searching about ourselves.
Open your eyes, baby. Open your eyes.
It made us really appreciate. Look at what we did 15 years in Vegas. Think about that. They took that away.
Right.
You took away something. It wasn't even about performing in Vegas. It was just going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas.
We already knew what we were going to do. Right. It was just the idea, hey, man, I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend, calling him from the hotel or, just traveling. And because I've been everywhere, Iowa, Idaho, Michigan, and don't forget.
We're overseas. It was Kuwait,
but they can't duplicate raw talent. That raw talent that you have. That thing that everybody was born with something.
Right.
And when you can identify in this lifetime, you only get to walk it one time, but in this lifetime, if you can identify what you're good at and find your niche, man, that's a blessing.
That's right.
Because some people go a whole lifetime and never find out what they wanted to do or fulfill what they wanted to do.
Well, sometimes I feel, this is my spiritual side, is sometimes we let things sidetrack us. See, you got to trust yourself. You got to trust your talent.
Right.
When I came back from the military, I know I wasn't going to be cooking on nobody's job the rest of my life. And that was not what I wanted to do.
And I'm going to give you a quick story, Rich. Kwame Patterson, he was in my play first as Chariot Turns. But when I first wrote Chariot Turns, he was supposed to be the star of it.
Right,
he was too busy singing then. He wasn't even acting yet. Remember I came to you for Chariot Turns?
Yep,
wow.
And so Kwame was a model. Never did no acting before ever. He did my play. I invited Pat Moran's assistant to come to the play. Wow. She saw Pat, told him to come to audition for The Wire. Next thing you know, he got the part as what? Boot was it? Monk was it? He was He was the guy's right hand man. Bunk. He was Bunk, and he auditioned and got the part. From
and shout out to Pat Moran, man, because she has helped so many, and she is the sweetest lady. Now, once you get to know her,
right?
See, and let me just say this for those that want to get into acting.
That's right.
When you get on a set, if you're a young actor, you're new. Don't worry the actors to death,
right?
Because that's where I made my mistake. I'm telling you what you do. When you get there, what I would do is I would just listen to them.
Listen, that's the first thing. Listen.
And you know what I would hear? You know what?
Right.
So while there are about 25 other actors around them saying, "Who's your agent? How did you get started?" I'm listening to myself. Oh, they like crabs, huh? Okay. Hey, y'all want to get some crabs? But you got crabs. The next thing you know, y'all friends.
Right.
Then you're hanging out together, and then you find out stuff. You just can't go. Ali taught me how to be ambitious, how to be persistent, but not get on somebody's nerves at the same time.
Exactly.
That's a skill.
But the things you just said, we just had that conversation about, especially with talent that's coming up, man. Let your talent speak for itself. You don't have to throw yourself at people.
Right.
But when your turn comes, you shine, baby.
And watch your circle. Here's another, watch your circle. Normally, a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
We had people around us. Now, imagine if you were about 7, when you were a little boy, people were telling you, "You're a genius, Howard. You're a genius." But you know what we're taught to do to each other? Nah, don't tell him that. You're going to blow his head up. I need you to blow my head up to elevate out of this mess.
Sure.
I need you to blow my head up.
That's right.
But we don't do that to each other. We say, you're just going to blow his head up. That's wrong.
Right.
Other kids don't look like that. Their parents telling them, "You're a genius." They only play 3 notes on the keyboard. You're a genius. And he grows up and like, "I'm a genius."
Well, in the history of what you were just saying a minute ago with Ali, you had mentors, bro. You got an Ali just in that room with you. If that don't motivate you to be somebody, let me just say this real quick, because those are the guys, and back in the day, I was a young kid, I'm looking at Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Let's don't forget Dr. Martin Luther King.
Right.
See, these guys, Richard Pryor was an idol. Bill Cosby, regardless of how many pills he gave out today.
I gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh,
all right. Hey, we gotta go part 2
of
this Richard Burton. But listen,
30 minutes up.
That's right. Hey, but listen up.
No, man, y'all were talking more than me, man.
This Friday, come to Who Knows? 2101 Maryland Avenue. Free before 8.
Stacey
Carver, our headliner. And then on Saturday night, 2 shows with Ray Diva. Funny Ray Diva.
Funny.
And it's going to be at Cafe 12, 5627 Ricerstown Road. 2 shows. Hit me for tickets, 410-808-5805.
Or you can hit me at 443-226-9157 or on Facebook. We on Facebook and Instagram.
I'd like to thank Richard Burton, our special guest for today. You gotta bring him back. Part 2. This gotta be like a part 2 interview. Yeah.
Rich can take Howard place when he ain't here.
That's right. Don't forget, every Wednesday, 6:15, download the app, CoyoteMan Show Network. We love y'all.
Love
y'all. Peace.
Got to get over the hump.